Alright guys, hey, this is Clinky Cog, or Cody, from Replays here in West Virginia. Today I'm going to show you a Minecraft world I've been working on for a while, it's my personal world. I've had it online, but nobody ever jumps in. If anybody ever wants to play, just look for capital C, Clinky, letter capital C, Cog, on PS4, or the PSN, and come play with me. I'd totally love to. I want to wrap this around the whole world, but first of all, this is the castle I started with. God, it's huge. This is the roof to start with. Let's go down in here. And as you see, it's one of the levels. You see far off there's a cave. I haven't done anything with that. I want to explore it. Make something out of it. There's a one of those sand dungeons. I started doing something with it not too long ago. That leads off to another castle of mine. Yeah, this is the inside, or this is the outside. This is like my front porch. Originally, what it all started with was this. It was just a little hut, just 4 little walls, a furnace, and a crafting table. And I eventually expanded it into something about 20 times bigger. Then I make this little door, come up here, little custom area of mine, waterfalls. You can see another thing of mine off. We'll look at that later. This is my swimming pool. Down there you can see more of the house, big pool we have. This is my gigantic fireplace that will keep the house warm. That's originally where I came in. I didn't go this way and show you guys that originally. I went down a level. But let's see. Oh, and I built a tower that goes just ridiculously far up on. This is, one of my turrets. I should have 4, but I only have 2 because I'm lazy and I've already done so much. I mean, just wait till you see Trump Tower. Yeah, it's big. And down there's a project I still have to get back to. There we go. Nothing in there. Okay, so the next place to go is down. I could have just taken the steps, but I thought that was more elaborate. But then we'll go down to this area, which, fireplace, fenced in area, and part of the cliff mined out. So look at the landscape there. Can't see it really well because it's nighttime. Another sleeping area. And, also my garden area, which I planted trees. Not much of a garden, but I felt like trees. So it's a tree garden. Got a little pool over here that leads in here to water all the trees. And just another fireplace up there. I really like fireplaces. It's bright night up there. Nothing in any of these storage containers. I will eventually do that. I am playing in creative mode just because I like to create, and I like playing survival every now and again. I have a separate game going on for that. But this is just one I've been playing with and just having a grand old time, just playing creative mode. Yes, I put a lot of chests in here. And this is on the way down. Up there's looking out at one of my patios. You'll see that later when we go and check out the next half. Yeah, that was supposed to be part of the strip mine. And yep, this is definitely one of my strip mining operations. I'm not going to take you all the way down there because it's super deep and it goes far. And as I told you, I was building this into the side of the mountain. So that's kind of, what it is. But that's all there is to the inside of where it all started. But the outside does get a little bigger. In here, yeah, there's my outdoor patio. Let's find the way there. There it is. Oh, sorry, I had to go on there. As you can see, this is just above my garden here. and which is enclosed in the mountain with glass walls on either side. But now, oh, no, train cart's not here. That's not how that works. That's somewhere else. Somebody's not doing their job keeping the train carts where they go. There's down to the other kind. Alright, well, creative mode was fine. Well, anyways, this train cart, this was the second installation of all this. Was my tree pyramid. And get on down there. Oh, I got another real, guys. God, I am just full of these bites. Now here is this goes to my next edition here, and this is kind of my grand central hub right here. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a railroad that goes around the entire map, not just the one you start with, but the entire map you make and put on the wall. I'm trying to map and track everything in this gigantic Minecraft world, and I've only barely touched any of it. And it's mostly because I need help. I need people to play with me, but that still hasn't happened. Until then, I just keep going one step at a time. This is already months in. Yes, you can see Trump Tower over there. Now, I'm just gonna, I told you this is Grand Central Station. I built a track that goes that way. I've got a project or two down that way. And like I said, this is just going to stretch all the way around the world. There's going to be stops everywhere for all kinds of stuff I've built. Train tracks, as you can see, go everywhere around here. But anyways, you take this and you go this way. And we'll get to Trump Tower here soon. I'll explain that, guys. I'm not a Trump supporter. I actually hate him. I just, that's kind of part of the joke. Now I'll explain what it is. But it leads you to this platform, which I also need to finish building. It's very ill prepared. It doesn't look ready at all. It looks like a half-finished mall or an airport. It's something people would be disappointed in. Then it leads to another stop. I know this is complicated, but I thought it looked cool. And it will lead here. I glassed off all this cliffs. I'm going to keep blasting it off. I'm going to encase it all and do this weird city thing. But then it brings you down here, and this is the inside of the mountain I've been working with. Well, starting off, here's my little farm I got going on. It's a little inhumane. I do love animals, but unfortunately, I'm just lazy, so they're kind of just chilling with what they got right now, but thankfully there aren't too many. Hopefully they'll start populating. Just no farm sex. No farm sex for you. Now, let's see. Okay, now over here, this is Trump Tower. It is insanely tall. I spent as long as possible building it to make it to the absolute height limit. See-through walls there, eventually. Again, I'm full of them, guys. But it's going to stretch all the way up here, and every level will be crowded with very small apartments and a ridiculous amount of peasants. Because Trump Tower is a home, it's an apartment building that are slums, because this is the future of America if we get Trump. Now, that is terrifying, yes, but at least I've managed to capture some of that reality so people can avoid voting for him. Now, back to this. I built mini apartments inside of here with levels, and just they expand further into the mountain. There's ways to get into all of them, ladders. Mostly, just a lot of ladders, a waterfall, elevator here, leads up to one of my favorites. It's a big one, and I have the sky deck going on up here. As you say, it looks over more porches that just go places with so many more things that I've been putting together. But this is just one of my favorite rooms I've built so far. Oh man, I get it with these yaws. I'm ridiculous tonight, guys. I'm just going to be asleep by the end of the video. You all will be too. I mean, if I haven't already put you to sleep, I know I haven't been exactly the most interesting person so far. I'm not Markiplier, I'm not Tobuscus, I'm not exactly funny, but I also haven't found my staple yet, and really how I want to do these videos. Yes, here's an upper level you can get to. You can see the sky, it's completely zoned off, and it just leads to more multiple apartments that are also just luxurious but shared and kind of slummy. Some of them are extensions to Trump Towers. And yeah, just a big fireplace there. I have a bit going on here. I was expanding here, and since I had already put so much work into it, I just kind of gave up and went on to do other things. I'll come back to it. Here's a lower level, another apartment. I was expanding that too. This wood. I don't know why I have all these big fireplaces. I think secretly I might be like a James Bond villain, and it's just a thing all villains seem to have, is a ridiculously big and cool fireplace. So I think I'm on the right path. I just don't know how to apply for supervillain school. Take my water elevator back down, and we'll lead you out of here. And this will lead you right back to my main castle. And yes, now I've just wasted hours building this entire railroad system, and it's just not even half of what it's all supposed to be. This would take me forever to make, years probably, unless people start playing with me. And I also need to put more time and effort into it than just, a month here and there. But who can blame me? You binge a game for a month, you get tired, get back to it the next month. Everybody takes their time. Let's see. Oh, of course, there's no train. There. Alright. Well, now I'm going to take you to another castle I was working on. Just for shits and giggles. Something small, nothing huge. Eventually, I want to have stops everywhere. Littering just everywhere, like a turnoff every 5 minutes. It should be like you're going for McDonald's every 5 minutes. I built this castle. I know it's not exactly luxurious, but it's something I had in mind, kind of. I think my 6-year-old sister probably could have done a better job, but I tried. I tried to have some artistic vision. I did all these. I like see-through walls, I like glass, I like letting in natural lighting. This floor, look down at the mushrooms and some of the lights, the waterfalls, all of the ivy. I planted everywhere to grow and hang off to make it look cool and haunted. Doesn't really look haunted, but it does look cool. And just more rooms, just more windows. There's always windows. It's like you're in BioShock. I've seen people that have recreated BioShock in Minecraft, and I just applaud them, because you know how ridiculously long that would take? Because you have to build everything underwater, then you have to fill in everything you build to get rid of the water, and then destroy and rebuild. And it's just this ridiculous process. Also here I built this tower. Really fond of how this one looks. I'm pretty proud of what I did with it. I don't know, maybe it could be cooler. I don't know. I don't criticize your towers. I hope you're not criticizing mine. Because I'm trying here. I'm just human, man. I make mistakes. Ooh, that made me busy. Okay, and then this little bit here leads to my downstairs mining operation. Well, it's underwater. I told you underwater works hard, but I did a little bit of it. I dug out this giant vertical tunnel, and I filled every inch of it and then dug it back out, just so it could lead down here so I could do more strip mining underwater. And it's just a complex cave system. I'm not going to get lost in that right now because I'll be lucky to get out. But I like this castle. I think it actually looks better than most of the ones I've made so far. And it has a rail cart that will lead you back to Trump Tower. It's just going to take a minute to get there because these carts don't go any faster. You can't supercharge them, turbocharge them. They just move. Just pretty much slow as all hell. They don't even have a radio. I mean, what car or cart comes this bare? I mean, just it's stock. It's bone dry. There's nothing. There's no radio. There's not even a damn steering wheel. Like, how can I control where I'm going? Yeah, you can see the Trump. I didn't have room for the P. I did do that on purpose because he's just the kind of person that would plan it that way. The man is an idiot. But I also thought for comedic effect, it looks pretty good. And not to mention the building looks like a big turd. It's a little green on the end. Oh, and I didn't show you, Trump Tower also leads into this. And you can only access this by going down the middle. The mountain, in which I was showing you earlier, has a big pillar right in the middle. And if you fall all the way up, it leads up here. And I was telling you, I am currently working on the map for the entire world. And you can see some of where we've laid our mark, where our main center of operation is. And everything I've built so far that seems so huge is only in, you know, just this little area here. And there's all this I still have to build over. And it's just, it's a long process. It may never happen. I might give up. It's a possibility. But then again, I'm persistent. But then if you follow this all the way up, it leads up to one of my favorite house buildings I've worked on, apartments, Sky, something. Just simple, quaint, wooden, glass. I really like the simple design, something rustic. In the sky, right next to Trump Tower. This is where the executive would live. They'd get to live off their free meals of Salisbury steak and $100 bills. The Trump life. Well, technically it's the Clintons, but they're wiping their asses with wands. No, we won't get a Sanders presidency like we should have. He was just a nice old man who wanted to fix things, and we just tossed him aside. We just tossed him aside, and it's going to be too late. And then we're all going to cry out for cool grandpa when we needed him. So I showed you a bit of what I worked on there, and now I'm going to take it out this way and show you a little more of what I've been working on, having some fun with here. Yeah, no, this, I mean, like I said, I've only touched so much, and it's so small in this world. It feels like this train track goes on forever, but it's just the tiniest fraction of anything. I actually can't remember what else I started working on. This, I started working on another house that goes underwater. While underwater work is insanely frustrating, it is satisfying to do when it pays off. It is extremely satisfying when it pays off. And I have gotten this underwater in a lake and started building this glorious monstrosity. It's just, it's huge, it's ridiculous, and it's going to be fantastic. Speaking of which, add a little more. Damn it. In here breaking lamps, breaking the lights down. It's okay. I didn't need it. Doesn't hurt my feelings. The cold didn't bother me anyways. Oh god. Okay. No, see, that is bullcrap. Yeah, this is Part of why I never get anywhere on Minecraft when I start these insane ventures is it just takes forever. There's just not a speedier option and friends to help. Now, if I had internet, I'd be playing Smite with you guys right now, having a blast. But unfortunately here, I do not have internet and cannot play Smite with you currently. Tomorrow I'm going to make some Smite videos, and that will be a lot of fun. We're really hoping to get some Smite going on down at the shop, guys. But we're also going to have Minecraft nights, and for those of you in the area who are tuning into our YouTube channel, remember to come down and keep up with our page and look for our Minecraft events. Come play with us. We've also got Smite tournaments, Halo, Call of Duty, Super Smash Brothers, Mario, Sonic, even Defender. We do all kinds of games, have all kinds of events, and we're really excited to do some more. Remember to just keep up with us and come down. It's $4 for entry and $3 to get back in if you knock off the bracket. So come on down to Replays and have some fun. Now, I'm getting a little bit tired of playing some Minecraft, guys. I've showed you a little bit of what I've been working on. It's really not much compared to how much I want to do, but you kind of get the idea. Now, for the meantime, this is Cody signing off. You also know me as ThinkyCog on PSN, PS4. Remember to keep up with our videos on Replays 304 West Virginia. Or it's Replays West Virginia 304. It's just a WV for West Virginia. Remember to keep up. Got hair in my mouth. Oh god, I'm just trying to make a good outro, and I'm choking on hair. This must be what a cat feels like. God. Remember to keep up with our Facebook page, capital R Replays, and also find our Twitter, Instagram, and keep up with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Cody. I really hope the videos improve. I know I'm not exactly the most interesting to listen to talk at the moment, but they will improve as I improve. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll play some more Minecraft with you next time.